your mind right. Sometimes it's good to do this because sometimes your brain overheats. I can see it. It's like it's overheating. It's too much gel and shit.
Took like 8 naps. Fuck. What's wrong with me?
You're a bitch. Damn. You slapped the shit out yourself, bro. Okay, shit. God. It's your boy DJ Chack.
What up? This is Cyril, and y'all are tuned into the Nite Show, episode 3. I know y'all see some changes. Josh,
Your boy feeling real sexy right now with this mic.
Oh, yeah. Tell him.
You can call me J Chock Belafonte.
Okay. Damn, dog. Super smooth. What's up? How you feeling? How you living?
I feel good, baby. I feel real smooth.
Why are you trying to serenade me, bro? Chill the fuck out.
You should let me love you. Let me.
Shut your ass up, bro. What the fuck?
Let me be the one you want and need. Let me try the Malayali version, bro. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything.
Bro, I'm crying. I'm literally fucking crying, dude. Oh my god. Okay.
You want and need, baby, good love and affection.
Okay, bro. You got one mic and now you think you're fucking Mario.
I feel real good, bro. I feel real good right now. It's been rough. It's been rough. I don't have to
obviously.
I don't have to scream. Micah can sleep in peace. It's been a crazy week, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty tired, man. I know y'all can tell I'm wearing my hoodie. I know you see me with my hoodie on. Boy didn't even want to do his hair today. I didn't even want to do my hair. Cyril went to Visible Changes and got a private cut.
Not really, bro. It's called QC, bro. Quarantine cuts. You know what I'm saying?
You look real shiny right now. Shine.
I'm shining, baby. I'm shining.
You looking real smooth, baby.
The lights all on me.
I feel you.
I feel good. I feel like $1 million.
I know, man. I'm so happy to be here, bro. It's exciting, bro. Episode 3 is to be a good one. It's
for sure.
Only going to get better, bro. All these topics and just chilling and discussing. We've been putting in some work, though. I'm not going to lie. I at first when we did this, I didn't realize how much work it was going to be, but it's been a lot of back.
You thought you could just sit there and just talk and everything's going to be okay.
Yeah,
and
we bullshit every other day, so I figured we could just,
exactly.
But no, it's not necessarily work. It's fun, right? But it's just kind of like, it's been organizing, planning, just trying. We're not scripted, right? So it's like we're just going off the dome, and it's hard to like not be scripted and just kind of, and just be able to discuss topics and stuff like that. So, but I'm happy we're able to come to a middle. It's kind of figuring each other out and shit like that. I'm happy I got a mic though.
For sure. That makes a huge difference, man. Let me tell you, like, not just me, but everybody else who's going to be listening, they're going to be like, oh, this guy's finally not yelling from 5 feet away, trying to get a point across.
I have hemorrhoids!
Dude, I felt so annoying. Like, I could just chill now. Like, it was awesome. Yeah. But whatever, we're here now. We're good. How's your week, bro?
Week's been okay, man. So, just been working. Same old shit, dude. It's been crazy. It's, you would think that the work don't stop when you're quarantined, but no, it's definitely at 150 miles per hour at this point. But
right,
overall wasn't too bad of a week. I left the house once, went to go to the post office, went to drop off. I had got a couple iPhones. I went to go drop it off, and I walked into the store, right? It's funny. I walked into the store. I forgot my mask, and I walk in and look, dude, everybody had a mask on and gloves on. And I literally walked in. I was like, all right, I need to fucking leave. I do not need to be here. I don't want to be the one compromising everyone's health. So I left, went all the way back on my lunch break from work and came back and went back and got all my stuff. Yeah.
So you went back home just to get a mask?
Just to get a mask. dude, just to get a mask. Dude, I didn't want to be that guy.
Well, why
I don't
does it
want to
matter,
be.
bro? If all of them have masks and they have gloves, what does it matter if you have it? You're the only dumbass that's gonna get sick.
I don't care, bro. I don't care. I want to be the one without the mask. That's all I'm saying. And I feel like most people need to feel like that too, because if I'm the only one without a mask, and then let's say another person comes without a mask, then what? You know, and that builds and builds. Then we're gonna be in a situation where nobody's wearing masks, and everyone's over here giving each other coronavirus. So I think
right. No, I get. I mean, I'm glad you went back and did it.
Yeah.
No, that was smart. That's fucking funny though. That you drove all the way. You drove all the way over there and just turned back around, bro. That's
exactly. I literally walked in. It was raining too. I'm fucking wet. I'm like, oh, you know what? Nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna be that guy. So yeah, I made that move, but it is what it is, man. You know, you at this point in time, you got to be mindful of what's going on, and you don't want to be the person to go and spread that, right? So,
nah, hell no, bro. And it's real, bro. It's sorry. I thought I heard something. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Sorry for looking away. What do you call it? Yeah, bro. It's so real out here, man. It's getting real, and every time I go to the grocery store, it's just annoying, man. The whole process is just so tedious, you know. And but you have to do it, and I think it's gonna be like that all year, man. I think it's gonna be like this 2020. If it's not,
I don't know about all year, but probably for like the next 2-3 months. I mean,
I think majority of people are gonna be scared enough that they're gonna be taking these precautions regardless.
Yeah, I do think that you will start seeing more masks on people just throughout the rest of the year, just kind of like how they do in Asia. And especially like Japan, China, you see people wearing masks all the time, mostly for the smog. But I do think that that's going to be something. It's going to be the norm going forward.
Yeah, I mean, especially they're talking about like that new wave that's going to hit and shit, like in winter. And I'm like, bro, it's kind of scary. It's like so it means it's not going to end. It's just going to go for a month.
Well, I heard it's going to just be in waves, like the flu or something like that. So it's really going to flu season. Yeah, I mean it is what it is, but. When we're trying to combat it now, so hopefully we do enough work in the front end, so when it comes around we'll be prepared. Not like right now. But yeah, what about you, man? How was your week?
It was cool, man. It was actually awesome, man. It was Micah's first birthday, so
that's right.
We had to celebrate a year of life with Micah. That was a big deal, man.
For sure.
It was definitely like did a lot of reflecting, especially looking back on some of these pictures and videos and all this stuff. And we're just like, dude, it's been went by so fast. I mean, it's like April to April just went by so fast, and he's grown a lot, man. It's crazy. It was fun though. We did like a Zoom call. You were part of it. We did live on IG. It was pretty fun. It was cute. He passed out. You know what I'm saying? He passed out halfway through. Stacy made a really, really nice video for Micah, man. It was really, really nice on Facebook.
And for those who don't know by now, Micah is Josh's son. So I don't think
he's my pet lizard. No, man. But yeah. So the birthday party went really well. That whole situation went well, man. But actually, dude, everything's been fine since the birthday, and then last night, it's crazy. Like when he first was born, we had some really bad hard nights, right? Not sleeping, and the normal we expected it. We were prepared for it, whatever, right? So first 2-3 months, got used to that. Since then till now, it's been absolutely fine, And then yesterday night, for the first time in forever, he didn't sleep at all, and he was crying and crying and crying and crying, and it was just so hard, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know. It was just the hardest day we've had in a long time, and it's so weird that it happened now. He just wouldn't sleep. He was like overly just on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we tried to do everything, bro. Like I stood up with him, walked around. I did every possible thing I could do, and he just wouldn't budge. It was kind of frustrating, man. I was like, damn, bro, I got to shoot a podcast today.
He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Nah.
He's like, I'm not trying to sleep.
Nah,
He probably felt uncomfortable for whatever reason. But
so
so
we even busted out the fucking private reserve, bro.
what is that? It's private reserve. You got some blue label back there?
Nah, not blue label, bro. The brown nipple. We busted out that brown nipple, bro. They got blue label, they got black label. They don't got the brown nipple, and that's what we got in the freezer, bro.
What is that?
Some of Stacy's that breast milk, bro. So she's not really she's not producing breast milk no more. You know? Why you laughing?
Oh shit! I was not ready for that. Okay, so
she hasn't been breastfeeding for a while now, a couple of months. So she's got like this stash in the freezer where she's like, I'm gonna pull it out for like Groundhog's Day, Easter, Christmas, you know what I'm saying, Hanukkah, all that shit, just so he could have it on like special occasions, you know?
Yeah.
And she's just real protective of that shit, bro. So yesterday I was like, hey, pull it out. You know what I'm saying? And we heated it up on the stove. We gave it to him. He looked like he was high for a couple of minutes. I'm not gonna lie. He looked pretty faded for about 30 minutes. And we're like, it worked. He's about to go to sleep. Then it didn't work, bro. He just kept yelling for a while. And then finally, he went to sleep, but it was 5:30 in the morning, bro. When he went to sleep. Yeah, man, it was sick. So yeah, man, my week's been pretty good. It's been about Micah though. a lot of it's been about Micah, but yesterday night it was pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was just chilling. I was ready to go to sleep. But he did not have that in mind. So
hey, it is what it is, man. It's their life. It's your kid's life, and you just live in it.
Yeah, I mean, Stacy's a champ, bro, because she's been taking care of him all day today too. So shout out to Stacy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Shout out Stacy. Good job holding it down. All right, so we wanted to, since it's the beginning of the month, we wanted to start something new. So we're gonna go over, since Josh and I are both sneaker aficionados.
Some more than other,
right?
I like that word.
All right, so we wanted to start a little something just at the beginning of the month, you know, what we would cop or drop, right? So we want to go through some of the sneakers that are dropping throughout the rest of the month for May. So starting it off this month, it's going to be the Fire Red Jordan 5s that dropped today, actually. So, Josh, what do you think about those?
Man, they're pretty fly, bro. I mean, you know, 5s are dope. The colorway is dope. It's not my favorite 5, but
yeah,
it's, I don't know. You know, to be honest with you, I don't really. Okay, so this is the thing. The shoes, though, I like the shoes. The shoe is nice. Like it looks comfortable and everything. I mean, it looks good. But like I have a pair of the Grape 5s, which released, you know, a while back, and you know I copped them because I love, you know, Fresh Prince, and Fresh Prince like put that shoe on, and I always wanted to get it, and that it's just not comfortable, and I don't know if it.
I used to hoop in the 5s too, and I don't know why. I probably just did it just to hoop in retro Jordans, but yeah, they're not comfortable
at all, bro. They're so heavy and like bulky, and I don't know. It just feels like I'm wearing like a bunch of padding around my feet, but they look fly though. I like the way they look. The Fire Reds they're decent though. I mean, they're not my favorite, but they're cool. They're not bad.
So they'd be a drop for you?
Drop, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For me, like you said, I love the 5 as a shoe. The colorway, great. It's OG colorway, right? So once they drop an OG, it's just like that second level, right? Status. But for me, I have multiple Jordan 5s, like the metallics, multiple pairs of the metallics, multiple pairs of Grape 5s. Fire Reds. The fact that they do have the Nike Air on the bag just makes it a little dope. But yeah, I don't know if I didn't cop them personally. It's a great shoe. I just didn't get them, but I'd probably say drop for me as well. So, gotcha. Let's see. The next shoe that we had was the Game Royal Jordan 1s that are dropping May 9th. So for me personally, so I just got the Court Purple Jordan 1s. This colorway, I don't know what it is. I don't really feel it for some reason. I don't know where the color combination. I love Jordan 1s. I love what they're doing to how they're releasing so many Jordan 1s. But yeah, this colorway, I'm just not feeling. So it's going to be a drop for me as well.
Yeah, it's a drop for me too, man. I mean, it's not. I like ones a lot. Ones are obviously one of the best Jordans, but that's not my favorite colorway by any means. I think it's just the black and blue just don't really. Just I don't know. It doesn't.
It's
really
not. Yeah, it's not like an actual Royal Jordan 1, right? The black and blue, like the OG shit. But yeah, that color combination, I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, it's I think it's not enough of a contrast for me. So I mean, if I had to pick, no, I would drop it too.
For sure. Okay, so our third shoe. Oh, it's go ahead.
No. I was gonna say the third shoe. I think we're gonna talk about which one? The Yeezy Flax, right?
Yeah,
Yeezy
exactly.
Flax. Gonna be a drop for me too, bro. Not really feeling it at all. I just feel like these colors are just like different shades of their base color, you know. Like it's just another yellow, man. But it's just like a low key like mustard. Like I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to match it with clothes. You'd have to have like clothes designated for that shoe, you know.
Yeah, and the Yeezy 350, I love the colorway. I mean, sorry, not the colorway. I love the silhouette. The silhouette's amazing. I love the comfort of the shoe. But at this point, I think we stated this earlier, but the way that Yeezy's just dropping colorways out left and right, shit that doesn't even make sense. I'm not feeling it, man. And at this point, I know what Kanye's doing. I know that he's just trying to drop shoes, enough releases for everybody to be able to secure a pair. Just not feeling this one. I'm not feeling a lot of them recently. But yeah, so yeah, it's definitely gonna be a drop for me.
Got you, bro. Yeah, I feel you. It's getting a little tough for the Yeezys right now because he's just trying. He's reaching, you know. He's hoping one of these colors everybody's just like, oh my god, or something, you know. But I just don't feel any of these right now, man.
No, unless he drops like an all white or all black pair, it'll be fine. It'll be good, you know. But all right, so our final shoe, the Travis 270. Travis got Nike Air Max 270s. What's your thoughts on these?
Gas.
Yep, for sure. The super cop.
Yeah, it's fire, bro. Cop. I mean, yeah, it's a cop. You know, I actually don't have a shoe like with the silhouette like this. And there are other trainers and stuff that are out that look like this, you know.
Yeah,
I just don't have them like, you know, other Nikes or whatever. But he's his like it has this like rugged, like I'm gonna climb a mountain look. You know what I'm saying? But it's mixed with like a sneaker, so it's pretty dope. It definitely is a Cactus Jack, a Jack Boy vibe, you know. So yeah,
exactly. For sure. And, you know, I feel like Nike allows Travis to have more of a control. Creative direction with his sneaker. Yeah, exactly. Like more than most people who they let them collaborate with. And you know, Travis is all about the brownish earth tone colorways with a little bit of accents of, you know, a pop of color. So so overall that shoe it's fire, man. Like and even with the SB Dunks that dropped previously, at first it was kind of like, it's a crazy combination of the bandana and the pink and the brown.
Fire.
It's so crazy, right?
So fire.
Yeah.
So fire.
Definitely super cop. If I can get my hands on them, I will. But you know, I said the same thing about the SBs. I was like, you know, if I don't get a pair, I'll just go buy them on resale. But I didn't end up doing it. But I think the 270s, I might just do it. And
honestly,
overall,
go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No, I was saying I was going to say that like literally, if you go through all the Nike shoes that Travis dropped, all of them since the day they released, and you pay the resale price, they've all appreciated in value.
Oh, every hell yeah! One. The fuck yeah! That's what I was about to say. I don't have any of them, but then it's like I wish. I hope like one day I could just cup all of them. Like if I ever hit the lotto, like, you know what I mean?
Right?
Like
yeah, for sure.
Just dropping the bread. They're all fly to me. I mean, I haven't really seen
Exactly.
a brother I don't like. I mean, he's dropping heat.
Yep.
He's dropping heat, bro.
Yep,
And he's an H-Town
absolutely.
baby. He's an H-Town baby, so it's
Absolutely.
a little biased love too, I guess, you know. But no, the shoes
For
are just
sure.
fly, though. The shoes are fly, you know. So yeah,
Absolutely.
man.
Yeah. We fuck with Travis,
Can you give me-
if y'all know that by now. All right, so another episode means another big 3. How you feeling about that?
Big 3 with a big D, baby. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. All right, so
Maybe that didn't work
our
out.
first top.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll just keep going. Our first big 3 is gonna be the Drake album, man. Dude,
Drizzy. Drake.
for sure. Overall, what did you think? You ran it through, right?
I ran through it, bro. Yeah, it was pretty awesome, man. I liked it. I actually liked it. Even the ones where Drake is just like serenading me and shit. I love that shit, bro.
He has that ability, man. He has that. You can't deny it. It's just this. Imagine that's just you. Think about how all the other women in the world feel listening to Drake.
I'm not a woman, bro.
Exactly.
You said they could think about all the other women in the world. Like I could think with them.
Okay, but literally think about all the other girls who are listening to his songs and think like, oh my God, he's probably singing to me. But reality, you're not. He's not singing to you. Don't worry about it.
God,
you know?
Yeah, just mean as fuck. Just crushing hopes and dreams during this quarantine, bro. Shit. Nah, but it was dope, man. I liked it. I liked D4L. Is it D4L or DL4?
Yep.
Yeah, I like D4L.
Yeah, man. Iconic rap group with the Laffy Taffy.
I already knew when I saw that who was on it. I was like, I'm gonna like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was dope. But the beat was dope. You know, I'm a beat guy, man. I like beats. You know, I enjoyed that track. I like the Playboy song too, the one with Playboy. You know, at first I didn't know how to. I didn't know like if I was feeling his voice.
Yeah,
but
his new sound. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to it, man, because I love, I fuck with Playboy Cardi hard, but like, I don't know what it is about his new sound. He's trying to experiment, and I just
I'm getting used to it too. It wasn't bad the third time I ran through it, but yeah,
it takes about like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I miss the old Cardi for sure. And there's that one song too where something dreams or something like that. Was it Dream?
Yeah. Right. Losses, or is it called? Hold on. Let me double check. It's called
with Geneva or something.
Chicago Freestyle, bro.
Oh, I don't even know where I got that from.
Yeah.
Maybe I just felt like I was in a dream and listened to it or something.
Yeah.
Because it was such a good. Yeah, no, it was a good song though, bro. I like that song a lot.
Yeah.
I like
Chicago Freestyle, along with the one before it. What was it called? Chicago Freestyle and When to Say When. They were both actually leaks. That's on SoundCloud. So both of those, I've heard them before. But yeah, Chicago Freestyle goes hard, man. And you know what I was gonna say, dude? Like the fact that Drake has this way of reaching out to so many different cities, right? So like, Chicago Freestyle, from Florida with Love, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, especially every single Houston, November 18th. Like imagine him going to your city, right? And then dropping all that shit. And everybody's gonna go crazy because he's representing your city. So the guy knows what he's doing, man. He's a fucking genius. But back to the album overall, man. It took me. So the first time I ran through it, I was like, okay, it's cool, right? Because I've heard a couple of the songs before. Obviously, Desires the Future, KD, Texas, Dallas, Texas.
I like that. I
like heard that. Yeah, for sure. Well, we've heard Chicago Freestyle. We've heard Tuesday Sly. We've heard. I heard Demons. Maybe only reason I heard Demons is because it dropped leaked a couple hours before, the whole album dropped. But after like the second, third, fourth time, I was like, man, this album goes or not album. I wouldn't even say it's album. It's a mixtape. It goes pretty fucking hard, man. Especially Landed. Landed is one of my fucking favorite songs. I don't know if everybody feels the same way, but Landed goes hard. I don't know why, but like the whole pot whipping shit is like this. It's a vibe. And yeah, definitely D4L.
I don't remember that one. I got to take a listen to that one again.
Yeah, you got to run that one back because that one is a jam for sure. I would say that. Okay. But yeah, overall,
overall good album for sure.
Yeah, for sure. He blessed us with something during this quarantine season. You know, probably didn't have to do that, but thank you, Drake. I appreciate that. But a lot of it was already, like he said, he's like, a lot of this is just shit that's already leaked out. We just wanted to put it out on a platform. So yeah, we appreciate that, Drake.
You could thank me now.
All right. So the second topic of our big three is going to be the coronavirus situation and how at least Texas is taking a phased approach at opening essential businesses. So yesterday, actually on Friday, we've opened up at least at a certain capacity, so 25% capacity of mostly restaurants and several other essential businesses. And as a business owner, if I was in that situation, I'd be very happy, right? So dining, especially,
for sure,
because on their end, they don't want, imagine yourself as a business owner. Let's say you own a restaurant. You don't want to have your employees furloughed. You don't want to pay them or not pay them, whatever the case is, depending on your financial situation, for, the days that they're not working, right? And on top of that, you want to bring business back into your establishment. So for them, I'm sure that, they're very, very excited, very happy, but there's certain measures you need to consider. Overall, I think that for me, in my opinion, I think you could probably wait maybe a couple more weeks. I myself won't be going anywhere because I'd rather let everybody else go and try to, maybe contract coronavirus first before me. But yeah, I'm happy that if I was a small business owner, I'd be very, very happy. But overall, it's not something that I would be interested in, let's say.
No, for sure, bro. I mean, it's not time to go out. I mean, from a business perspective, sure. I mean, if you're fiending to go out somewhere, you go ahead and go. But I don't think majority of people with a level head are trying to go out there right now and, really be exposed. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even make sense. Like, it's just not, it doesn't feel like it. Like, it doesn't matter what people are saying. Like, I feel like you just got to sometimes just feel the energy. Like, does the energy feel right now like we're supposed to be out and about touring the city and back in restaurants?
To some people, yeah. To some people, yeah. I know. I have some friends who are, they think it's time. It's time to go out, and just go back to normal, which is fine. I'm like, I really don't care. I just think, for me personally, I just don't think it's time. I think we can give it a couple more weeks.
I don't think. I don't feel like it's just not. It hasn't been. I mean, it's been a long time, but with what's out there, the news that's being reported, the rapid amounts of cases that are being reported, people that are dying, it just doesn't feel right. I mean, it's not like the trends are necessarily going down. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I mean, I don't think it's like to the point where we should be out and about if we don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't feel like that. But I mean, who knows, right? They're doing it, so they must know a little bit more information than me. But it just doesn't feel. The energy doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be out and about right now. So I'm just gonna stay my eyes at home. Try not to bring Corona back to my kid and my wife. No, but yeah, man, I just gotta stop eating so much, man. Like, fucking enjoying this quarantine way too much as far as eating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Same here. Same here. I think I've gained like maybe 8 pounds or something, man. It's really bad. It's really bad. I can't wait till the gym opens up.
It's all going to your hair.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So if you guys are, deciding to go back, and enjoying the perks of restaurants opening back up, just be mindful. Make sure you're tested, or make sure you're not carrying any symptoms, because the last thing people would need is for you to go to a restaurant coughing all over some fucking French fries. So just please be mindful of everybody else, So
Yeah, man, for sure. Just be safe. Just be safe. Make your decisions based on what's best for you and your family. But just keep everything in mind that you're hearing. So
yeah,
make your own decision. Don't just believe
absolutely.
what everybody else says. So
For sure. All right, so that brings us to our third segment of our big three. So we're gonna share this really weird TikTok clip. This guy has been, is it a guy or a girl? I don't know, but this person has been all over TikTok recently. So let's share this clip with you guys. It's so weird. I don't know. I can't.
This shit was so funny to me.
Yeah, I don't get. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's just share it.
I like the view.
You do?
Yes.
You're my best view.
Me.
I mean
You're
it.
so sweet.
Just was slick back there. Just weird, dude. Weird ass guy.
It just
Man.
goes,
Fuck.
It just looks like he goes from shoulder to head. Like there's no like neck at all.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah, for sure. I think that guy. I don't know where he's from, man. It's just so weird. Look, like I don't know. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm trying to be...
That noise.
Right, you know that she's in it for the money, dude. Like that has to be like it has to be like a 90 Day Fiance type thing, right?
I think so. I think that's what the show was. I think it was 90 Day Fiance.
Because I know ain't no girl in their right mind we trying to holler at that dude.
I mean, bro, it's some of these girls from Asia, they be coming in a box, bro. So just man. They be coming as mail-in order brides. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that
Yeah.
that it's definitely possible, and she doesn't.
I'm not just Asia, definitely Rush. One of my old coworkers had a mail order bride, and this guy's so weird, man.
I don't know. Like,
always...
This is the thing, right? Like, I don't mean to cut you off, but this is the thing about those. Okay, I'm joking about it, but I don't know if this is if this is something that people, if this girls do this like because they want to do it, or if it's like they're like forced to do it.
No, dude, they come here. No, they're not forced. Dude, they come here, marry someone from America, boom. Then you can bring in like the rest of your family, right? Like now it's all good for you bringing everybody else. So that's I'm pretty sure that's why
they get that visa.
Yeah, they get the visa for sure. That's the game plan, bro. They're scamming. Dog. It must be so easy to be a girl, especially a girl who's a scammer.
Hell,
guys
man.
are so stupid.
Imagine getting me in a box.
Surprise.
Some girl will be like, really?
That's not what I ordered.
It's like, they have like tier packages. I'm like the bronze package. Not even just like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, I thought I ordered the gold. Nah.
Nah. This is what you see is what you get. For sure.
I pop out in a bikini. Hell no, bro. That would be...
Nobody's trying to see that, dog. Nobody's trying to see that.
Trying to see that. Ain't nobody trying to see that, bro. Yeah, that show was hilarious though. It was super funny. If y'all know where that's actually from, because that's where we think it's from. If y'all know where it is, drop the link down below. Because I really want to start to watch the show.
Yeah, that shit is weird. That's really crazy.
It looks really interesting for sure.
So that's gonna wrap it up for the top 3. But you know what's funny, man? As we go through, and I hate Facebook for this because they love to spring this on you every day. But your old memories, right? You know how they have that thing on Facebook where you can look at some of the, your old memories, pictures, statuses, whatever. Man, dude, I love it and I hate it at the same time because I look back at some of the stupid ass shit that I said and it's just so fucking dumb. Like, who did I think I was? Like,
tell me about it. It's
bro.
Oh my God. It's sometimes I look at it, I'm like, man, I must have been fucked up when I wrote this.
Why? Did you
just
did you
on
one
drugs
that's like
or drinking or something, bro? Like just some. Oh, what'd you say?
No, I was like, did you have one that you like that came to mind?
Oh man, I have so many, and I actually just started to save these because they're so golden that I want to share with you. But before I wasn't, and I was just deleting them just out of anger that I ever wrote them in the first place. But that's a pretty funny one. There's a pretty funny one that popped up like a month and a half ago, and it was like I wrote something like the Fed's watching or something like that, right? Just real like
what feds are watching you, Josh?
The Fed's watching ... And then like my homeboy from HCC commented on the post, and he was like, "Man, shut your ass up! You were just in HCC with me in class." I was like, "Damn, bro, you had to blow my shit like that, bro." You know what I'm saying? They must be watching HCC, you know. Nah, but you know,
yeah, HCC is a college at U of H for those who don't know. Oh, not U of H in Houston for those who don't know. So, but that's fucking hilarious, dude.
When you're trapping eights and you're 19, you feel like you're John Gotti or something.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, you need 2 grams? Oh, I got you. But that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I saw one that I had. It was so stupid, dude. I was like, I don't even want to say because it's so dumb. It was smoke big blunts, fuck bad bitches. I think I was like 16, bro. I think it definitely was not fucking no. I was not fucking no bad bitches, and I was definitely not smoking no big blunts. It's funny, dude. Like, you know, the way that back in the day, how we would like get together on a Friday was, okay, we would save all of our lunch money, right? That little $5, $3, $4, whatever we get for lunch every day of the week, and we'd put it towards like a gram of bud, and we'd all get high together, like 5 people.
Not even, probably like 17 or some shit. Just fucking, just rolling up skimps. You know what I'm saying? Just rolling up.
Exactly. So yeah, we'd
have nowhere to go. We didn't have nowhere to go. We didn't have nowhere, so we just be at like random apartment complexes in the area, just posted up outside, around like just 12 people, and then people would walk by to their trash can or something, the dumpster, and they'd be looking at us like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?" And then we look at them like,
"Yeah,
fuck you looking at." You know, like, bro, you're in our apartment complex, like, so 12 deep, just smoking blunts. Like, what the fuck? They had every right to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we were looking at them like,
so dumb.
Why are y'all looking at us like this? You know? So it's funny, man. Like, just thinking about those days. Man, you know, bro, remember when you threw that Toga party at your house in high school? Probably one of the most big parties of my childhood ever. You just like,
oh my God.
I think your balls dropped like the night before or something, literally.
I was like, fuck it, let's go. Let's do it.
You're on some
like, this is going to give me clout in high school.
I don't know what movie you watched. Like, you were just on it, bro. You were like, hey, bro, get your toga.
Like, bro, none of my homies came in togas. It was, okay, so my parents went somewhere. I don't know where they went. And, you know, had open crib. Like, all right, bet. We're going to fucking throw the biggest party Lexington Colony has ever seen in their life. So Lexington Colony is my neighborhood. So we're like, all right, we're going to make this happen, dude. And literally we got a homie who was like 19 who had a 21 ID to get a keg of beer, right? I literally invited everybody I knew at school. And it was probably like 6 girls who came in togas. Everybody else didn't come in toga. They're like, fucking whatever. And we just threw a big ass fucking party at my house that night. So let me tell you, my PlayStation got stolen. My PlayStation got stolen. One person got in a fight in my driveway. He got his ass beat.
Yeah. That sucks.
Then
R.I.P.
yeah, and then he came back and brought his homeboy. He brought a gun to my house. When he brought the gun, he walked in. He's like, "Yo, I got a fucking gun in this house." Everybody left. Literally, that's his words. "I got a fucking gun in this house." Everybody left. After that, the next day, one girl got so fucking drunk, she went to the hospital and got her stomach pumped. And her parents came to my house the next day to say, "You got my daughter drunk, you fed her alcohol, all this shit." And then I literally brought the shot glass with her name on it. And I was like, "Oh, really? I'm the one who fucking gave your daughter alcohol?" No, she's a fucking alcoholic. That's why she came here with this shot glass with her name written on it. And it was just like a whole, she was ready for sure. It was just like a whole.
She was the original Tatiana, bro. She was the original Tatiana for sure, bro.
Exactly. But yeah, it's just goofy, man. And that day, there were a couple weeks after, like, we got mail notices to my house. My parents found out because people were writing letters, concerned neighbors writing letters to my parents about that. So it's just like, the level of shit talking people go to just to like make their point proven. It's just ridiculous,
Man, it's crazy because like it's so funny because your neighborhood is not even like that big. So it's just like you can't even hide a party like that, It's so
yeah.
I feel like it's so bunched. Even your house is so bunched up. So it's just like it was just a bad idea to try to do it discreetly. And then if your neighbors knew anything about you, or if you're in high school, they'd automatically know, okay, they're getting fucked up. It was literally
exactly.
It was literally like a movie, and I think I was like one of 5 people that just did not wear a toga.
Yeah, pretty much.
I walked into that fucking party, bro, and you look like Caesar.
just the brown Caesar.
You had your toga on, shirtless. You had like thorns around your head, like you were Jesus or some shit. Like it was just fucking insane. Like it was just insane, bro. Like so, like I don't know who the fuck you thought you were, but that was your day, bro. You were just shining, bro. It was sick. I was like, this awesome.
Is crazy. It's funny that
everybody was there, bro.
All the stupid shit.
Well, people that you didn't even invite showed up. All these people like, "Hey, yo, my homeboy is coming through." And then that homeboy was like, "Hey, yo, my cousin's sister's boyfriend is coming through." And then that's the guy that brought the gun. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, exactly.
It's crazy ass shit that happened, So it was
it's wild madness. For so sure. Wild. But it kind of goes back to just people have nothing else to do but just kind of criticize, right? Like, and parents be going out of the way to send us mail to my parents' house saying that your son threw a huge party. Like, that's what benefit do you get from that? Like, I don't get it. Like, what is the point of that? To let my parents know. My parents know. Like, they already know what the fuck is up. So like, that's just, you look stupid. Like, they don't, that was unnecessary, right?
Man, it's crazy how many people found out about that party. And even just, I mean, your neighborhood, everybody knew about it. Parents found out. I remember you even telling me that your one of your aunt's coworkers had a niece or something that was there, and she heard about it and then told your
her daughter,
her daughter, because you have the same last name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is crazy, right? So, in the Indian community, that shit spread like wildfire too. And people found out about it, and it was it was crazy, because it just kind of felt like it's one thing for your neighbors to know about it, and to kind of talk about it or be concerned or whatever. Because now looking back, it makes sense, but just the community, like any community, and then even just people outside of it, they're just kind of like, I don't know, bro. I just feel like they just needed something to talk about, which is what it's it's always kind of felt like that, right? It's always felt like
that in a sense, right? Not like people just always have something to say.
Yeah, always, right? And negativity always spreads faster than positivity, and that really sucks in general. And I don't think that just goes for Indian people or anything. I think it goes for everybody. But it's like people just need stuff to talk about, and then I don't know if it makes them feel better because it's not them that's going through it or what, but really just actually has no value to their life or anybody else's life. It's just something to kind of just talk about. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I had that happen to me so much, right? And people start to like classify you as like a certain type of person or a certain way, or people want to be able to group you, in a group, and
Right.
and if you don't follow this agenda, that people have, and all of a sudden you're an outcast, or you're kind of like a black sheep.
Yeah. The structured steps of life, right? Like go to school, get a degree, whether that degree be in some kind of medical field, or if it's not, then you got to go back and get your postgraduate, whatever the case. It's like a structure, right? And that's what everybody, I guess in our community at least, if
No,
you're
this
not,
is definitely for what you're saying is for a lot for the Indian community. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
for like our white friends and black friends or whatever, throwing a toga party and drinking alcohol was maybe something that happened more often. But like in the Indian community, I mean, that was super taboo, and it was something that like people just did not accept or whatever. But it was, I don't give a fuck. That shit was dope.
Hey, not just so that's just one element of it, right? But then like the whole partying scene, the whole going out, the whole being bad, staying out, smoking weed, everybody knew about all that shit that everybody was doing, right? So like all that was taboo, right?
It's crazy though. It's so funny to me because we were one of the first group of guys, I feel like, in our generation that really like were advocates for smoking bud, and like we put it out there and we did our thing or whatever. And there were so many people that just talk shit about that, right? And just did not approve of that or accept it or whatever. And it's funny now that I see some of those same people and they're trying gummies when they're in Vegas, or they're in Cali and they smoke a J, or they're more approving of it now. And we were on that wave before because we were smoking and we were like, it's not even that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I act way more crazy when I'm drinking, but now it's obviously legalized and it's there's a lot more people approving of it and whatever, right? So it's all what the media says, what people buy into. So because I guess the media approved it, or because the world, I guess, kind of is slowly
Accepted it, man.
Yeah, accepted it. Accepting it has kind of become like a okay thing, So
Right.
I
Yeah.
just,
So for me, I don't smoke bud anymore, or like if very, 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 very rare occasions.
no, you don't smoke.
But
You don't smoke bud at all, bro. I mean, I don't.
yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't. Like, if you know me, so it's, yeah, I don't. So, but like the whole thing about it is it's crazy because we used to do it so much back in the day, but like now we don't do it. But it's not a case that I wouldn't do it, or it's just for whatever reason I don't know if it's like really like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather just probably drink or just chill. But for like I have nothing against anybody who does smoke bud, because I like the feeling, but I just don't know if it's necessarily for me.
Yeah.
It's a personal preference.
No, definitely no. But no, I was just touching on that because it's funny how people's opinions can change over time, right? And it just
Exactly.
and it's all based on what the majority is kind of saying. Because I just think it's funny sometimes when I look back at some of the people that were hating on it and kind of cast judgment on me for it when I was in high school and growing up. And honestly, man, like just growing up, like it was hard because you felt like you were being looked down upon for doing something that was not necessarily so bad, and people.
Yeah. I mean, at the time, I think that okay, the overall idea of smoking weed, I think back when we were growing up, it was a lot more strict than it was, than it is now. I think it's more, people are definitely more accepted, right? But yeah, when we were doing it, it was just not right. But we knew innately that like it wasn't as bad as most people made it out to be. So
no, definitely. I do now that I'm a little bit older. I feel like I know that smoking bud at a young age is not necessarily like the best thing either. Like it's okay to wait, and that's one thing that I realized as I got older. Some of the stuff that I did or that we did, we rushed into it because we wanted to feel like we were older a a lot of times,
Mhm.
you know. And
Yeah.
when you get older, you look back and you're like, that could have waited, you know, that could have
Yeah.
waited till I was older, you know, or I was in college or something like that. Just because your brain needs to develop, bro. You know what I'm saying? From like you're still kind of a baby, kind of a child, and like you don't need to expose yourself to stuff like that, you know. And those are the kind of things that I go and that, but that goes for alcohol too. You know what I'm saying? That goes for alcohol the same way. These are all alcohol's a drug too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all that stuff. I think you can wait till you're a certain age and you can kind of experiment with it at your choice. But the key to all that is balance, right? I mean, I think
Mhm.
balance is so important. Like trying to find a
It's hard. It's crazy that you say balance because at a young age, you know, you want to go balls to the wall, right? You want to like, oh, I want to do this, this, and this. It's like, where do you find that balance? And as you grow older, you develop that, right? And it's yeah, again, like I was saying, like as you're young, it's growing up. It's like, oh no, we want to get as drunk as possible, as fucked up as possible, and I mean, shit, when you know, looking back, it's just like it's so stupid. For what? Like, what did you do? Like, oh, you have some memories that you probably don't even remember that much because you were so
yeah.
drunk. But
I don't know. Some of those memories are dope as hell. Like your Toga party was super. Like that was pretty
well,
fly.
that's one thing, man. Yeah, it's just one little party. We've gone to multiple parties. You know, remember when we've done like those mansion parties and stuff, or like
Oh
you know, our
yeah,
home
that was
did, right? So like we've done all that. It's fun, good times for sure. But
yeah. No, and
you know,
it's hard to be it's hard to be square too, right? When everybody around you,
exactly that.
because we had friends of all cultures and races and everything. So you know, everybody's doing it. You kind of join in and kind of tag along or whatever too. You know, um, the I was thinking, you know, growing up, obviously I had a lot of people kind of say things about me or whatever and kind of cast judgment, and I felt like that a lot. I mean, I'm not saying I'm innocent or not, you know, not guilty or whatever, but now I don't give a fuck. I'm straight, you know. But like just thinking about, man, there was like so many times, bro. Do you remember that time that I skipped school and did like acid and shrooms?
Yeah, dude, that was a crazy ass fucking time.
Bro,
That was ridiculous.
it was so crazy, man. Like you know, we had a friend and he was kind of our, uh, he was kind of our druggy friend, you know,
Yeah.
and he was a bad influence for sure. You know, I mean, I'm not saying he's like that today, but at the time he was definitely a bad influence. I would say when I met him, I was a little more innocent, but as I got to know him, I definitely got exposed to a lot more because he was a lot more advanced than I was, you know. But man, I remember, and he was doing this kind of stuff like crazy. So I was like, man, I want to try shrooms or like I want to try acid or you know shit like that.
Mhm.
Well, I didn't try one, bro. I didn't try one or the other, bro. I remember I skipped school. I went to his house like at 10 in the morning. And and you know when you do shrooms, you're supposed to take like a gram or like 2 grams. It's kind of based on your body weight, and it's kind of, you know, so you don't trip out too hard or anything like
Yeah,
that.
and if you take
Um,
it enough, right?
yeah, and if
Like
you
in
and
your tolerance.
yeah, and your tolerance level, so it matters a lot. So his tolerance level was apparently really high. So he was like, "Hey man, let's take an eighth of shrooms." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
just so like gullible, bro. I just believed anything. I didn't know. I didn't know, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just did it. And I remember eating it out of a Burger King burger. And right,
The mushroom Whopper
yeah.
Junior.
And then he was like, "Hey, man, I got these hits of acid." And I was like, "Tight." And
God.
I've never done either one of these things. And I want to eat the shrooms, and then I popped the acid. I've never done a hallucinogen since that day.
Yeah.
That's how much of, and you know that's a fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how much it affected my life, man. Like it was so bad because I
What
wasn't
did
ready.
you see? Like what are some of the things that you saw? Like that must have been a crazy visual trip.
Dude. So we went there. I went there like an early actually. I was there since like 8 o'clock in the morning. By the time we did this, it was 11 o'clock. And
Yeah.
then we went in, and then, you know, about 2 hours went by and I started to feel it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oof.
I was tripping. I was sweating. The world was spinning. Basically, he became the devil. So like every time I looked at him, like I couldn't make eye contact with him. He was the devil, bro. Like there was horns coming out of his head, and then when he'd stand up, there was like a tail. And I still remember it had like a triangle point and shit. Like it was like detailed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was tripping. And then like his girlfriend at the time, and he knew I was tripping bad because like he was just looking at me like, bro, are you okay? You know what I mean? And I was like, no, bro, you're the devil. I was like, no, you're the devil, bro. I was like, you're the devil. And then his girlfriend came through, and you know, he's trying to be all cool and you know, whatever, right? And like oh, I can handle this or whatever. I'm just like fucking staring at her. My eyes open. I'm just looking at her, right? I'm just staring deep into her. She's like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Oh my goodness.
She's like, what the fuck are you looking at? I was like, you're the devil too. And she like,
the devil junior.
Yes, bro. Like it was so crazy, right? Long story short, I mean, that happened for like 2 hours and then I went to sleep. I went to sleep from like 3 or something till 12:30 in the morning. When I woke up, keep in mind I'm in like the 11th grade or 10th grade or some shit like that. I have 45 missed calls from my mom, my house, text messages.
Oh my god!
She's like reaching out to all my friends.
Yeah, I got one of those messages.
Yeah, for sure, bro. And that was so crazy, dude. Like it was like I didn't even know what to say when I got home because like my mind was still like I was still fuzzy, you know, because I woke up and I was like, what time is it?
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be home at 5:30 after school, you know. So I was so like, I was so scared, and then like I rushed home. I was like, yeah, I just went to my friend's house and I fell asleep. She was like, Josh, tell me what happened. I'm like, because you know my mom.
You told her? Yeah.
Actually, I didn't, bro. I just lied. I never told her, but she just kept looking at me like, "What?" Because I know I look crazy, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
your eyes are still like dilated, and you're like probably like, "Why the fuck awake?" Like,
yeah,
I know.
It was crazy.
I know that experience.
But man, honestly, it was not a good trip. I didn't enjoy it at all. And I'm not saying it's like this for everybody, right? There's so many people, young and old, that do it and have great trips or whatever. And I don't think it's something that you have to do in your life. If you choose to do it because you want to experiment, go ahead. But I never did.
I just don't think you should do it at such a young age.
Hell
like
no.
It's not that tight. It's not that necessary.
None of that shit you should be doing at a young age, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not even trying to sound like an old dude because I know how it is to feel like that. Like you're like, fuck it, I want to be bad and I want to do it. It's not even that. It's just like your mind and your body is not ready for that. You know what I'm saying? It's not developed as much as you want to feel mentally like you're old enough. Like you're just putting yourself in a really weird position, you know? And like there's so many negative effects that can come with that shit. But like, I mean, you know, I'm okay now, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I think you're okay. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm straight now.
Somewhat.
Yeah, no, somewhat. Sure. No, but man, it's crazy because that actually I think got out too, you know, and I think somebody called or something like told their parents and they started telling other people and just different stuff like that. And it was just, I was like, man, this sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that I did one time in my life, literally, bro. Like, I've never done those two things after that day. And just because of one day, that became like something that stuck, you know, became like a rumor, a gossip, you know? Yeah. I'm not saying, look, we all make our own choices. We all make mistakes and we all go through our own thing. So I can't say I regret it. It made me who I am today. But at the end of the day, you know, it definitely, at that time, it was so hard to go from being like I guess, you know, like an innocent person to maybe being looked at like, oh, he's a drug user. And I'm like, nah, man, fuck. You know, I'm just chilling.
I'm just a kid, dude. Like I'm just doing what other teenagers are doing, right? Maybe not as much as most teachers. It maybe like, but like all my other friends, they're doing all this shit, but not my the people like the Indian friends, right? Like nobody was really doing shit like this, right?
Nah, hell no, definitely not. Definitely not.
So
And I want to talk to some of the kids now because some of them, like some of my people that I know now, they're younger. I'm like, I don't even say anything because I understand, you know, like I get where they're coming from and why they feel that way and why they want to do those things. So it's hard to kind of sometimes tell them, hey, maybe you should just chill, not because you should never try it, but because you're just not ready for that yet. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
and we're coming from a place of, you know, because we've done it all, we've seen it all, and you know, the younger generation, they don't want to accept that, right? They're like, oh, this guy's just another old head talking to us because, you know, they think that they know more than we do. But no, man,
no, I
we
mean,
literally
but with that being said, though, for this podcast and the ones going forward, that might be the case though. Sometimes younger viewers, like we might just know more
Yeah.
shit than, like it's kind of
Yeah.
like if you're 16 years old right now and a 7-year-old comes to you and says, hey, I know more than you, or hey, I want to try acid, are you not going to look at that 7-year-old and say,
what a 7-year-old trying to do? I said, you need to get your fucking kid, man. What the fuck?
no, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like it's all relevant to age. So if a 16-year-old's talking to a 7-year-old and the 7-year-old's trying to say something's okay when the 16-year-old knows it's not okay, they're gonna say it's not okay. So that's like when somebody's 30 and talking to an 18-year-old and says, hey, something's not okay. It's not because we haven't done it or because we're saying never try it or never do it or never make decisions on your own. It's more like, hey, we're telling you relevant to, you know, where we are now. Like that type of shit can just wait if you want to do that. You know, let your body develop, let your brain develop. Do some like tight shit. Do some like, you know, like be athletic. Like I mean, we honestly though, we were still hooping and shit though. Like we were still out there like hooping and doing our thing. Like we're big time basketball players and stuff. So I mean, like, you know, I was
not big time. Like
hell yeah, big time, baby. Big time all the local tournaments, baby. Hooping. You know what I'm saying? 3-point champions and shit, baby. You feel me? No, I'm just kidding. No, we were definitely
definitely got cut from a high school team. So we weren't
at least you made it to the sophomore year. They told me in the 8th grade I can't make the
So yeah, take it to the great assault. Our big time is like not that big.
Nah, but you know, I was definitely doing a lot more than I do it now. But no, it was what was I saying? Shit. What was it?
Here's I don't know, bro. But at the end of the day, look, we're talking about how you know, what we say to the younger generation, and it's because that, you know, we say it from a place of, you know, we've been there before, right? And I hate like, you know, when I was young, I don't want to hear anybody say that, oh yeah, you know, we've seen it all, we've done it all, blah blah blah. Like, it's just annoying, right? Like, shut up, you old, right?
I think in the first 3 podcasts you said 76 times.
76.
Yes, I think you've literally said it 76 times. You
Oh,
said,
yeah,
we've done it all. We've seen it all. We've done it all. We've seen it all. Like, bro, sometimes I'm like, man, you really haven't, though. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, don't talk to me, bro. Shut your ass up. We definitely,
you're right.
But we've done a decent amount of stuff. You know what I mean? And I mean, bro, a lot of people have done a lot of things, and situations are different for everybody, you know. So, and some of the stuff we're talking about, there might be somebody viewing it being like, that shit ain't crazy. I fucking I fucking drank oil out of my car or some shit, you know, just crazy shit. Like just random ass shit, bro. Yo, remember when we were growing up, there was that phase where people were doing whippets.
Yeah, man. They're like,
I never got into that. And you didn't either. You know what I mean?
I did a little bit. The shit was wild.
We tried it, but
it's just, that's about the extent.
I didn't like it either. For those of you who don't know, whippets are fucking like nitrous oxide tanks, and people used to put them in like, I don't know, just crazy ass shit, and you just inhale it. And I guess it's kind of like sucking like helium out of a balloon or something, but it's like it's just crazy shit. It makes your voice. It makes your
you start tripping out, like hallucinating for like 30 seconds, and it's like. So stupid. Yeah, so dumb.
And that shit really fucks up your brain. You know what I'm saying? So I had some friends.
Yeah, I had a homeboy who started. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think we're talking about the same homeboy. That motherfucker hasn't been the same since, bro. I think he's full blown stupid now. Sometimes when I talk to him, every time I look at him, he just looks blank. He just looks blank, like he's just scared.
For sure.
Like just his whole life is a whippet now. It just feels,
Yeah.
it just looks dumb, bro. But nah, man, shit
Right.
like that was crazy. But it's funny because I would say now a lot more things are not as taboo and a lot more things are not as frowned upon because people are doing it now more. And a lot of kids now and a lot of younger people just don't give a shit, bro. They're just doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Kind of
Yeah.
just I guess how we were too, but a little more extreme or whatever. But it's funny because especially in the Indian community, bro, like this type of stuff, like when it gets out, and you don't just get talked about, you get labeled, you know?
Hmm.
And then like when you get labeled, like you may not you may be able to take it and say fuck it, I don't care. But for me, I know when I was labeled, like it really like messed up my mental,
Yeah. Yeah,
like you
man.
started
Because
to
nobody
feel
wants to
like,
hear that, especially at a young age, right? Like you're not ready
yeah,
to feel like a certain way. We're
yeah.
not.
And then you start
Nobody's
to feel
ready.
like, oh, I'm a disappointment, I failed this person, that
Yeah.
person. And just and then like, and you just start to, and sometimes you can either like step back and change, or sometimes you could just go the complete extreme and just like, man, fuck it, I'm a
Right.
rebel, I'm a bad
Yeah.
person, so I'm gonna just start doing bad shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it just
So
like, and that's
I think that comes with, that's part of the people who are labeling you that certain way, right? That's part of the community that you're raised in.
yeah.
So as a parent for you, you're a dad. So what are you going to do to your child to kind of let them know that, labeling people or having stigmas on people who do certain types of things is not necessarily okay? Like how do we bring that on to our future?
um I think we have to do a better job of just not um of making more conscious decisions as far as what we talk about. I
Hmm.
mean, it's funny because anytime some negative comes up, people just love to talk about it. But if it's somebody like just doing something really badass, it's like, oh, I talk about it and then it's over. Like why don't
Right.
we talk about that shit more than we like all for a longer period of time than we do about somebody doing something negative? You know what I mean? Or why is
Yeah.
it more interesting to talk about something negative? I just think it's about energy, bro. Like I'm on this whole energy wave, and I think I've been telling you about it. It's like what you put out there comes back to you. So if you're putting out negative energy, and a lot of times, when we were growing up, it was Indian aunties, like an older generation who came from India, and they were talking shit about younger kids or whatever. And sometimes I felt like they just did it because they had nothing better to talk about. Like some of them just don't know
Hmm.
how to have a conversation. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
They just
true.
don't know how to talk.
Yeah.
So
They just
for
want to talk
them,
about their kids and like what their kids are doing compared to your kids and what your kids are doing.
exactly. But now for us, like they had kids, and so that's us. So we know what's up, right? But I still see certain people that are our age, you know what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
have those qualities, that have those
Hmm.
tendencies. You know what I'm saying? It's not I hate them, I have anything against them or anything like that. But I think we as
It's just a quality that you have, and it's
well, it passes down, right? We have a lot of
yeah.
tendencies and qualities from our parents, and it's
Right.
subconscious. You know what I mean? We just pass down, and we just took it from them. But we have to be aware, bro. We have to be aware of like what we're doing, because then we're gonna make that a normal, and then our kids are gonna pick that up, and that cycle is never gonna break.
Hmm.
So maybe that's not important to some people. Maybe just talking to people is just like, hey, it's what we do, and it's hard for people to not do that. But it is pretty important because I don't, I think like our generation and going forward has to do a better job of spreading more positivity, and if you
Yeah.
want to say something negative and something like that, why don't you go to that person directly, have a conversation with them or their parents or that kid, and give them your advice, give them your suggestion. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would tell Micah. I would say, hey,
Hmm.
like make it a personal approach, don't make it such a I'm just going to talk
Behind
about
your
this
back
person.
approach.
Well, you can't just tell everybody. It's not something
Yeah.
that you should be. It's not everybody's business. It's your concern, and that person you're talking about's concern. So just go to them and talk about it. Now, if you have a close group of friends like me and you, right,
Hmm.
and you talk about shit, and I know if I tell you something and I tell you don't tell anybody, you won't tell anybody. Vice
Hmm.
versa. But other than that, I really don't have that openness with a lot of people, and maybe that's because of what I grew up with or what I grew up with dealing with. And I think I think it doesn't have to be one person, but it could be a close group of people that you feel comfortable with, where if I talk about something, it's not gonna be spread. You know.
Yeah.
But
And that, for me, like when I have a child, I want to try to instill that mindset of like talking shit about people is not going to get you anywhere, right? Like it's not. There's no benefit from that other than maybe a little bit of gossip, and it's not gonna. It's really not going to get you anywhere. So, like, to harp on what you said about being direct with somebody, like if you have an issue with somebody, if you want to talk to somebody about it, like talk to them face to face, man to man. Like there's really no point for you to say it behind their back, and it's really not going to benefit you at all. So if we can be able to instill that to our future generations, and that's a big progression of where we started for sure.
No, absolutely, and I think it'll change. I think it'll definitely be something that we see changing going forward. I feel the same way, bro, as you.
All right, so I think we're at that point, right? So it should be wrapping it up for episode 3 of the Nite Show. So 3 episodes down, man.
3 episodes down. It was that was a good convo, man. I like going back in memories. You know, it's fun to be able to reminisce and some of the bliss. You feel me?
Yeah, and everybody who's listening in, and for those who know us, they know exactly all the shit that we went through. Some of the people who don't, it might be a little interesting for you guys. But
hey, if y'all remember that Toga party, comment.
Yeah.
And also, at the end of this video, I'm gonna need y'all to like and subscribe this page, and like and subscribe this video. Not subscribe to this video, but subscribe to this channel. So
for sure.
Yeah, show us some love with that. Drop some comments though. We want to know what y'all think. If you're at that Toga party, let us know. If you've been through something like this, let us know. If you're going through it now, let us know. We want to know, man. We want to know. We just dropped some juicy details for y'all right there. So we definitely want to hear what y'all have to say. And if y'all knew us back then, we had very good voice now.
Yeah, definitely. We're better nice. So, all right, man. This is we're gonna wrap this up. This is Cyril.
It's your boy DJ Chack.
We're gonna take it off. Peace.
Peace.